What's good? What's good with your fam? Fam! Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. Hey, man, listen, man. Teofimo Lopez. Um, I seen it coming, man. You know what I'm saying? I seen it coming. I seen the arrogance of Lopez and his father before he became champion. You know what I'm saying? Before. Um, he even did anything in boxing, man. He was talking the talk, um, running around, beating on his chest. You understand what I'm saying? And I knew it was a matter of time before the diva would come out and Teofimo Lopez. You understand what I'm saying? Um, for those of you who don't know, Tio has came out and said these fighters have to prove themselves before he fights them. Tio has had two meaningful fights in his career. The first one against Richard Comey, the second one against Vasil Lomachenko. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: whoever would have got to Lomachenko first out of the young lions would have beat Lomachenko. If Devin Haney would have fought Lomachenko, he would have beat him. If Javante Davis would have fought Lomachenko, he would have beat him. Teofimo just happened to be the one to get him first. I seen it long ago, man. I seen Lomachenko sleeping. I mean slipping. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that, you know, he was losing that oomph when Luke Campbell hurt him multiple times, you know, hurt him multiple times. Him fighting two him fighting two champions back to back ain't got nothing to do with him being a diva, man. That ain't got nothing to do with him being a diva. Teofimo, yes, can fight his ass off. Yes, he can. I'm talking about what he's talking about now, talking about before he fight these fighters, they have to show him something. And it's something about some of these fighters when they get these titles, their attitude change. You know what I mean? Just like Jared Hurd, before he won his titles, he was ready to fight every and anybody. Then he beat Laura. Then he started talking about, you know what I'm saying, who he wants to who needs to do this and they need to do that and he gonna fight this person and that person. Now he picking and choosing who he fighting. Look at Tank's lad. And you always want to bring Tank into the equation. We ain't talking about Tank. Tank started his career at 126. What is you talking about? Leo Santa Cruz was a four weight division champion, man. Y'all keep acting like Leo wasn't nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Keep acting like Leo wasn't nobody. I ain't say nothing about Devin Haney, man. How did Devin Haney get into this conversation? I'm talking about Teofimo, tough Teo. Now talking about now I'm talking about these fighters got to prove themselves before he fight them. A guy who only had two meaningful fights in his whole career. A C plus fighter and Richard Comey, although he was a champion, yes, he was a champion, but you got to admit he was a C plus fighter whose chin was questionable. You know what I'm saying? Robert Easter hurt Richard Comey bad. And we all know Robert Easter couldn't punch his way through a wet paper bag. But he hurt Comey bad. So I was not surprised when Teofimo knocked Richard Comey out. No, I wasn't surprised by that at all. Just like I wasn't surprised that he could beat Lomachenko, but I thought he would knock Lomachenko out. Tank would have knocked Lomachenko out, that's for sure. You understand what I'm saying? Lomachenko took Tio's best shot and then made it very interesting in that second half of the fight. Very interesting in the second half of the fight. There was times when Teofimo didn't look like he wanted to he didn't know what to do. He was befuddled. Kept looking at the referee, screaming foul when Lomachenko was making it physical. You know what I'm saying? Was making it rough for him in there. You understand what I'm saying? Teofimo, man, stop it, man. Tank would have knocked Lomachenko's block off. Lomachenko gets dropped by Linares, hurt multiple times by Luke Campbell. And you tell me Tank would lose to him? Tank couldn't knock him out, man. Get out of here, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. Tank knocks all of them out, man. Tank knocks all of them out. People say, yeah, Leo was piecing Tank up. Yeah, Leo was piecing Tank up because Tank didn't fear his power. Tank knew that he could take his best punch. That's why Tank was just stalking him with the high guard coming in after a point. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that eventually he was going to go night night, that he was going to go to sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? That he was going to go to sleep. Man, get out of here, man. I don't know what you just on this Teofimo train, man. Teofimo, he's a good boxer, man, but you know, when it get tough, when it get rough in there, Teofimo, he ain't going to take it. He ain't going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Every time Lomachenko punched Teofimo, his head snapped back. His head snapped back. You know what I'm saying? And he looked it all stupid and crazy. Now imagine somebody hitting him with power. Dean Spring, you said it right. Tio going to sleep. Night, night. It's a wrap. He going to sleep. Tio, man, you know what I'm saying? He's a fighter that can dish it, but he can't take it. You know, and why do I say he can't take it? Because, like I said, man, when the Japanese fighter, what's his name, Nakatani, you know what I'm saying? When he was showing resistance to Tio, Tio did not know what to do. When Lomachenko in that second half was showing resistance, Tio did not know what to do. His head was bouncing all around like a bobblehead every time Lomachenko punched him. And it ain't like Lomachenko got hell of a power, especially at 135. Somebody like Tank would have knocked his block off. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. We gonna see, man. We gonna see. Tank started himself at 126. You know what I'm saying? He was a 126 champion before anything. So, you know what I'm saying? You can keep saying that all you want. That's where he started from. You know, when these fighters jump up in weight classes, that's what they do. Fighters jump up. You know what I'm saying? And nobody talks about them being small. When Sugar Shane Mosley jumped up 2 weight classes to beat Oscar De La Hoya, ain't nobody say, "Oh man, this Oscar brought this small guy up." No, because he won. Because he won. Nobody said that Oscar got beat by a little man. No, because he won. Sugar Ray Leonard jumped up to face Marvin Hagler. This is what fighters, great fighters, do. They jump up in weight class, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't say no. He's bringing a little fighter up. He keep bringing these little guys up. No, when little guys try to be great, this is what they do, man. They jump up. It just so happened that Leo Santa Cruz ran into the wrong guy. Leo Santa Cruz ran into Javante Tank Davis. You understand what I'm saying? If Sugar Ray Leonard would have lost to Marvin Hagler, everybody would have been, you know, we probably wouldn't even be talking about Sugar Ray Leonard to this day. You know what I mean? Mikey Garcia, he tried it. He jumped up to fight Earl Spence, got washed. Come on, man. Dean Springs says Tank's power is unreal. That uppercut will knock out any man out cold. And that is facts, Dean Springs. You understand? Tank will knock out any man with that uppercut, man. Breaking all sparring partners' faces and nose, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Keep it consistent. Keep it real. You're the guy to say that you tell the truth. Tell the truth here, brother. Tell the truth here, brother. That Teofimo only had 2 meaningful fights. Richard Comey, a C+ fighter, but it was meaningful because he was a champion. Lomachenko, He accomplished a whole lot in his career, but yes, he's on the other side of his career. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's on his other side of his career. What do you mean? He just fought a valid opponent, a four division champion, just like other fighters. Floyd, Terrence Crawford, all the great fighters come up in weight. Manny Pacquiao did it 8 times. Leo Santa Cruz just happened to run into a tank, man. He just happened to run into a tank. You understand what I'm saying? So, all this little talk and valid opponent. Who's a valid opponent for him? Who's a valid opponent? He can't fight Tough Tio because, Tough Tio said he don't want to fight these guys until they prove something. What more did Tank got to prove than knock Leo's block off? You understand what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. Devin Haney, he called him an email champion when he didn't want to fight Devin Haney. I have videos where Teofimo went down to Mexico to petition the WBC to put him higher in the rankings so he can get the fight before Devin Haney because he was scared. He didn't want to fight Devin Haney, man. Leo looked at bigger than Tank, in my opinion. Leo looked at big, just as big or bigger than Tank on fight night. Come on, man. Tank's a little dude. Tank is 5'5". Come on, man. Who likes to eat? Tank is a small guy. When he's focused, he make that 130-pound weight limit with no problem, family. With no problem at all. Listen, man. I just wish Leo would slow down, man. Tio, I keep saying Leo. My bad. Tio, tough Tio will slow down, man. You know what I'm saying? He's moving too fast. He's running around beating on his chest, so cocky. He's talking about everybody and his mama. He's talking about Wilder. He's talking about Devin Haney. He's talking about Javante Davis. He's talking about anybody that he feels like he can talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because he's beating on his chest. He think that, because he beat Lomachenko, that he's the best thing since sliced bread, man. It was a good win. It was a good, solid win. Nobody expecting him to go in there and dominate Lomachenko like that. But on the other hand, on the flip side, um, when Lomo decided to fight, it got very interesting, man. And I just wish Loma would have started fighting earlier, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish that he would have started fighting earlier. But listen, man, I gotta go, man. I appreciate, everybody tuning in, man. I just wanted to get on here real fast and talk that talk to you, man. But I'll get back at y'all in a minute. But in the meantime and in between time, stay blessed, fam. And keep on supporting this sport that we love called boxing. Peace. I holla back.